I want you to protect yourself at all times, obey my commands at all times. Fight hard but fight clean. If you want to touch gloves, touch them now. Good luck. Champion against champion. Here we go.
Hello and welcome to First Strike Podcast episode 9. I'm Christian.
I'm Jesse.
I'm Lou.
And I'm Chris.
And today we will be discussing this UFC 207 card that will be coming up this Friday.
December 30th.
As we record, it's midnight now, so technically we're recording on Tuesday, the 27th.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And we're coming off of Christmas. Yeah, my birthday.
Yeah,
My birthday's the 28th, technically tomorrow. We just came off of Christmas. How you guys' Christmas was?
Pretty good. No MMA last week, and just obviously Christmas break has been pretty good so far. And Christmas, spent time with the family, watched some basketball, football, ate some food, had a good time.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Lou?
It was good. Shocked.
Shocked about what?
I was saying it was good Christmas.
Oh, you were shocked that it was good?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was decent for me.
Surprised there's no snow.
yeah.
Forget that. We got ice out
Kinda
there. That's
depressing.
worse.
From PA and in the mountains, we literally got nothing. It's rained today.
That's right.
Ugh.
But now let's talk about this UFC 207 card that it's Christmas for us now.
Oh yeah.
Well, we got Rousey returning. We got Chris' favorite fighter, Dominic Cruz, fighting. We got Dillashaw. Let's start
That's
off.
my second favorite. So.
Oh, really? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I mean, they're stylistically similar, but not.
Honestly, I feel we started off with the fight that missed the card.
Ugh.
Yeah. Kane
And what's
over
up with that? Because I seen the tweets, and it was really just Kane saying he could fight. Like, I want to fight. Like, I'm cleared by my doctors.
He got approved by his doctors, and then the commission was saying that, hey, like, we're not passing you to fight. We're doomed.
What was it, though?
207. I'm not sure what the injury was. I don't think they released it yet, but he's been having some real shoulder problems over the past few fights. I'm pretty sure he's getting knee surgery.
I think for his back he was going to get surgery.
Yeah, he's either getting knee surgery or back surgery, some type of surgery over the next, upcoming weeks here. So, I mean, it was a good decision for the commission to maybe pull him out of the fight because you never know where Doom could have done to him and made it worse. But
No, it's not. I wanted to see Kane fight. That's not a
me
good
too.
decision.
Yeah,
seriously.
That fight was obviously the number one contender spot against Stipe, and now, without a doubt,
I want to see Kane versus Stipe.
Yeah, me too. And now it's going to be Werdum and Kane. Werdum and Kane. Werdum and Stipe too.
Is that official?
It's going to be official because Kane's obviously he's going to be out for a while now again.
I would love to see Junior fight Werdum.
Yeah,
because
I'd
Junior
love that.
cleaned up Werdum.
Yeah.
What did he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
big time.
But Stipe and Kane.
I don't know why they
Stipe
didn't have a
and
replacement.
Werdum is going to be happening over the next few months.
Mind you, yeah. I believe Werdum said he'd take on anybody, and then the UFC just dropped it.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was weird.
I mean, it wasn't even like there was 2 days. They had a week.
and
did
the
it
heavyweight
too.
division is
Yeah.
easy to make because
Yeah.
you understand the weight limit is
They don't even
205
have to-
and up.
Oh, hell yeah.
But 265 is the cap, but you can
Derek
win.
Lewis
Anderson
said he
can-
wanted to fight, and then Dana said, "No, just wait."
They could have had it. Even
Yeah.
him. Like, I would have took
Anderson
anything.
came on 2 days' notice.
Even though I
Very
don't like
true.
watching for Werdum fight, I
I
would have
hate
took
him.
anything. You know what I mean?
Of course,
It's
because
a
I look
name
at
on this card, man.
It's a little shallow now.
Yeah.
You got droopy face Smoka versus I don't know who Borg is. So that's on the main card.
As I pulled up the card, I was
Yeah, it's looking
I'm
pretty
looking
lonely now.
forward to this card, and I was like, oh wow, it's looking a little top heavy now. Where before it was looking almost like a 200 card, 205.
Oh yeah, I
card,
was
you know what
definitely feeling the card with the
Yeah, me
heavyweights in it. That was a good addition.
More reason for you to come to Buffalo Wild Wings and not pay for the card.
Yeah, more reason.
Yeah.
I'm not paying for 4 fights. I don't care if Dominic Cruz is coming in.
Now,
but-
do you
Yeah.
think
Or
Werdum?
Rousey.
Yeah,
Do you think Werdum would actually want to fight Kane ever again? How many times he's pulled out?
that makes sense, right? I mean, it's like Connor says with Jose. I don't ever want to fight that man again.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's gonna fight, but yeah, I mean, I see the point. Did you see that video of the people impersonating Connor?
Oh yeah, he pulled up in the SUV. Yeah.
Oh,
He
yeah,
said,
I
"You
seen
do fucking nothing." That was
Now you said 4 fights. My thing does have 5. And we're looking on the same UFC website.
main
So-
card has 5.
The main
1,
card.
2, 3,
Who's
4,
five?
5. Yes, it
I
does.
know how to count just it.
Okay.
Got
Hey,
that.
I'm just making sure.
Oh, they might have. Wow, that would be crazy if they
Yeah,
updated
so-
it as we spoke. I will refresh it.
I don't know because I've been on this for a while now.
Wow, that's
I
odd.
mean,
Yeah, they might have actually updated
they
it on my
added-
end because they put Kim down to the
Yeah,
prelim.
so I don't.
Oh
I don't
wow.
just
What is it now?
trying to get everybody technology up to date. But
Oh shoot.
yeah. So do you guys want to start with the prelim? Do you care about?
Yeah, prelims.
The prelim, I want to talk about Johnny Hendricks.
Actually, you
and
wouldn't even believe it. even in the early prelims,
I see on
we
my
got
thing.
2 good fights.
In the early prelims, I only have 1 fight. So.
What's good with the UFC?
This is literally the UFC website.
It's the same damn link.
I mean, I'm gonna refresh
That's bizarre.
mine. Maybe mine was the one that switched.
Nope.
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 So
That's the Fight Pass.
yeah, that's the Fight Pass
Yeah.
early prelim. So
Yeah, can you believe Oliveira's there?
Yeah, he's a stud.
He's
Oh
not
my
bad
goodness.
at all. I mean, he beat the brakes off of Will Brooks.
so where do you guys want to start? This is my question. Do you guys want to just start at the Hendricks
Everything,
fight?
bro. We're going to talk about it all.
Everything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
why
we'll go
not?
through the lame ones
Yeah.
fast.
All right, we
Just
got
a few little
we got Alex
steps.
Cowboy Oliveira against Tim the Dirty Bird Means.
See, this is that bullshit. Okay, Brandon Thatch is there. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. It's just the placement of it's off.
So what do you guys think about this fight?
It's a good fight overall.
Yeah.
Let me go to the statistics.
I call Oliveira the Black Cowboy because I remember when he fought Donald Cerrone and obviously he got the shit beat out of him by the real Cowboy.
He got tapped out.
Yeah.
Have there ever been people in UFC fighters with the same nickname?
Well, they're both cowboy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's kind of weird.
I mean, yeah, you look deep enough, you'll find one. There's so many generic ones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And like you said,
there
Oliveira beat
Showtime.
Will Brooks, which is really impressive.
Yeah, he
too.
did.
I don't follow him much, but I know he is a stud. He did have a pretty good, interesting fight against Donald Cerrone before he did tap. So I don't know. I'll just give it.
This was a good fight, actually. I think if do they play these at Buffalo Wild Wings? Or no?
No,
Probably
no,
not because
no.
they don't have the fight pass.
Yeah, no.
And plus, it's at 6:30. You're like, who the fuck watches at 6:30?
7:30 on my thing.
See what I mean, man? Fuck.
Oh my god.
Oh god, this is all because of Cain Velasquez.
Yeah, seriously. But yeah, I'm
Get your
looking
shit
forward to this
together.
one. This one has the potential to be a fun fight. Reach-wise, Tim carries the overall reach advantage, but I think Oliveira is a better striker.
Yeah, I agree.
He's Brazilian. What do you know?
Yeah,
It's a good fight, though. I mean, honestly, if I had a fight pass, but I don't, because I don't think it's worth the investment.
Now, what comes with Fight Pass? To be honest,
Nothing.
I mean, they give a lot of shows, like a
Yeah.
lot of their own shows that they produce, but they
Why
don't
they
give
any
the
good?
pay-per-view cards. That's what I want.
It needs to be like your boys at the
like
WWE.
like a WWE network, that would be awesome. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm not
I'd
assuming
put
they
them at
drop that low in price.
I would pay more. How much do you pay for the
I only
WWE?
pay 10, which is
Ooh,
a steal.
what do they charge? They charge like Netflix prices.
Isn't
I think
isn't
so, yeah.
UFC like 10 also?
No, not for the main card. It's like.
But-
No,
but
oh, I
with
meant
WWE
the
what?
network.
He took my fight pass.
Oh, okay. Fight Pass? I'm not
It
sure.
might be 10, which
Yeah,
is
it might
bullshit
be 10
because
or 20 maybe.
they don't even give you the pay-per-view.
But with WWE, the reason they did it is because they didn't get they were at a risk of not updating their USA contract, their TV contract, and also the pay-per-view buys were itself going down. UFC, as a rising sport, I wouldn't see them dropping the price that low.
Well, we'll mention
Oh, yeah.
something. They're gonna drop pay-per-views, not entirely, but
Really?
they're gonna not as frequent. They're gonna add more Fox shows instead,
That'll be
which
good.
is great starting in 2017 because I prefer you get more exposure first,
On
and then
Big
you
Boy.
market those motherfuckers on a
Yeah.
pay-per-view
And
later.
get more fights out to the public.
Yeah.
You know, especially if
Seriously.
it's free.
Some
It's
title
the
fights.
most baffling thing that and then you could start charging spots not at the level of the Super Bowl because obviously it's a Super Bowl,
Oh,
but
yeah.
you can make a lot of money just on advertising.
They always
And
play the
ratings
same
alone would be
advertisements too.
nice.
Like, look at the advertisements
You know-
now for Ronda and Amanda
Yeah,
Nunes.
not
Like,
only-
it's literally every commercial. Like, no matter what channel it is.
Paige's fight did well. It was 4.8
Yeah.
million.
Wow.
She's a big name.
But
They-
she's a cute face.
Yeah.
In
They
And
treat
Michelle Watterson. Okay, MMA wives real quick.
the beginning of the show, this.
they treat Paige right. That's a big name. They support her. Even Sage Northcutt as well. He was on
the
the same
golden,
card.
You're
the
right,
golden
Faber.
family.
Yeah.
Super Sage.
Yeah, it's the golden family of the UFC. But that is a good fight. I suggest if you have Fight Pass, I hope you
Tune
don't, but tune in.
Well, I mean, hey, get your money's worth.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Take advantage of what you got. But let's move on to the next fight. I don't know if Christian got it, but I got it. Brandon Thatch versus
Yes.
Nico Price. Now Nico Price has
I know what you're going to say. Yeah? He got the shadow figure.
on the website. He's not even unlocked yet.
He's like,
Oh, God. He's losing.
No, he's 8-0. I got Nico Price winning.
Nah.
I got Oliveira and Nico Price winning so far. I don't know nothing about him, but I got
yeah,
him
I got to
winning.
look up Nico Price because
8-0.
he didn't know. He's in the UFC for a reason.
Yeah. He don't have a face.
This is probably his debut.
Bro, I'm telling you, he's gonna catch
That's
a
funny.
W.
He's that generated.
They couldn't just
character on
contact this
2K.
guy. Be like,
They
let's
couldn't,
just
yo,
send
bro.
Picture.
Yeah, come on. Take a picture at the crib real quick. Like, it's not even that hard.
He said,
Nah.
fuck it, we'll put it in the database as a nobody.
I
Like,
got Thatch just for that.
Just for
You
that,
can
you
have
can
a fucking
take that.
picture.
Couldn't
of
I
yourself.
got
Him.
Nico Price just for that.
Fucking A.
His name is the hybrid, but they couldn't manufacture a picture at all.
now,
Damn.
you guys mind telling me what the fuck is the difference between USA and the United States?
We're bagging on the UFC website right now because it's glitching.
Wow.
Yeah, they literally got
Wow.
they literally got Brandon Thatch coming out of USA and Nico Price coming out of United States.
Just get it
Just
right.
to clarify
What the hell does
difference.
that mean?
It's a
Seriously.
difference, trust me. I'm from United States. Jesse's from USA. It's a little different. You got anything to say about the
Bizarre.
fight, Christian?
Well, Nico Price has no reach, 0 inches listed. His leg reach, he has no legs. Clearly, this is at 0 as well. I mean,
Holy shit.
oh, his height, 72 inches. They have that.
But he don't have fucking arms or legs. What the fuck?
All right, let me look up what this guy looks like.
Yeah,
Oh my
but
goodness. UFC needs to update their shit.
seriously.
They're correct. They're getting hacked right
Fucking
now.
worth $4 billion. They don't know how to update a
Yeah,
fucking
what
website.
kind of shit is that?
Come on now.
That's funny.
Zero
Well, he
reach.
is 8-0, 6 being KO and TKO. Oh, he looks pretty official to me.
He looks big.
shit.
That's what you're trying to say.
No, yeah, he looks brolic.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't look like a scrub. I mean, that's something, right? So,
I
let's
guess.
see what he came out of.
Honestly, why couldn't they take one of those
Came out-
photos? Just
what
put
the
it here?
Came out of Fight Time
They got shit out
Promotions.
good.
Did he just come out?
What kind of what's his latest? Is it all knockouts? What, decision, TKO?
Last
he's,
one-
he's mowing through many. He's
Yeah, last one was decision. That's his only decision. That's his, yeah.
Okay.
And it's all wins, all in Fight Time. I don't know. You guys heard of Fight Time?
Dude, there's so many promotions
Yeah.
out there, man.
Probably not
Yeah, on
organization.
the
There's only like 3 or 4 big promotions that I
Yeah.
know of.
on the photo I see, he's holding a belt. He has a belt around his waist.
So, you know how
Yeah,
how it goes.
I understand.
Yeah, like
I know.
before you go to the NBA, you're the best player in high school. You know, like it doesn't mean shit.
That's
He's 27, weighs 170 pounds. That's-
He has
he
no
make
he
his
has no
UFC debut?
no feet. He has
let's
no
see.
legs.
Let's see if it says.
Is he making his debut?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I know that because the significant strikes at 0, accuracy's at 0%.
Well,
Everything
his
is
stray
at
dog
0.
doesn't list his reach either, so he's basically
he's
he's a nobody. I don't know. How,
Anomaly.
he's an enigma right now.
I don't know how he got this fight, and
Hey,
he's
we'll,
on TV.
we'll know when Bruce Buffer announces it, when he introduces...
Who gave him his nickname?
I don't fucking
How do you
know.
even get one? Like,
You know, he looking like Smoke from Mortal Kombat.
I think we don't have too much to say about that fight.
Nah, he's getting his ass
he's
beat
win-
just
he's
because of that.
he's
No
winning.
picture thing. Come
He's
on
winning.
now.
I'm telling you, he will have his picture in by next fight.
Have it by tonight.
I'm the biggest Nico Price fan. Mike Powell. Next fight is Mike Powell versus Alex Garcia.
This is a good fight. I got Mike Powell winning the fight. I
Mike
don't know.
Powell's an old ass man.
he's
and
old,
Look
but-
at Alex Garcia.
Yeah.
That guy's a fucking
Yeah, he's
machine.
He's an
I got-
up-and-comer,
I
man.
got
I got Alex.
I mean-
he doesn't even pick me. I got Alex
man.
Garcia.
Usually I like to analyze fights, but this motherfucker's jacked. So.
They have age. Where is it?
I'm trying to stick away from the
Age
predictions.
is not here actually.
You said Mike
Jesse
Powell's
is trying to
old?
stay away from predictions because he's
Oh,
always
man.
wrong all the time.
Yeah.
The Dominican Nightmare is
Yeah.
indeed his good name.
the Dominican
And he's
He's
only
shit,
he
he's
looks like
jacked.
fucking Hector Lombard.
13-3.
He looks
he's
like
only
Noel also.
29 years old.
What's his reach?
His reach is
69.
72.
Oh, excuse me, 72.
He's
Mike Powell has a
Was that
longer
thing
reach behind
stomping
him.
at us?
That was my
I don't think that's a concern.
Yeah.
From it looks like it. I mean, if I were to base this on looks, I know it's not often that, but Alex Garcia looked like he could throw him out
He's a
the
monster.
cage
Oh damn!
and win that out of the cage.
went from that rule.
Yeah.
He's jacked.
He'll knock him out the ring like Bernard Hopkins.
Oh, gosh.
I hope.
But Mike Pyle is smooth. I've seen his
Yeah.
fights. He's got good, decent submissions, decent stand up. He's a stud. I mean, good record too. 27-12.
A lot of fights.
Pretty impressive, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'll have to go with Chris on Alex Garcia. I think he's winning.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it would be a shame if he doesn't win.
Yeah,
Like,
with that
what's
body,
your
right?
body fit for if you can't
Yeah.
win a fight like that?
Next fight is Antonio Carlos Jr. versus Marvin Vettori.
Now, do you know who the fuck these people are?
I've seen Antonio Carlos before.
I gotta look at these guys.
Yeah, these guys are just they're floating in the division at the moment. trying to
Okay,
find out.
Marvin
Why are
looks.
these guys not
Marvin
prelims?
looks familiar.
Because
He's
who
from
would want to
Italy.
buy
the
into this
prelims
fight?
of the prelims.
He's 11-2, Marvin.
That's what I meant. To say.
He suffers. Marvin suffers from a 5-reach disadvantage.
Okay.
5-inch reach.
All right.
So
Honestly, I think these two, they're young in the sport and they're just rising. I'm looking forward to see what they bring.
just because I predict everything, well, I make predictions for everything. Marvin Vettori's gonna win.
I mean, you got to look at it. Antonio, he's 7-2 in his most of his wins. 86% is by submission. So gotta look at that. Maybe, and he's from Brazil, so he's probably a pretty good high level belt in jiu-jitsu. So I don't know, maybe
I'm
submission
looking forward to
by
watching this.
Antonio. Yeah,
To see
Alright.
what these guys got.
Now,
I don't know much about that.
Now,
I'll be
fight
honest.
we will know. Johnny Big Rig Hendricks versus Neil Magny. What you guys think about that one?
Now let's get this question out of the way. Do you think Johnny Hendricks is gonna miss weight?
Do you think anybody's gonna miss weight on this card? Because as we're recording this is before they weigh in, and that honestly is a big challenge for a lot of these cards.
It's
nowadays.
been recently.
Yeah, recently.
I wouldn't be surprised if John Lineker doesn't make weight.
Oh, yeah. Now that I
Yeah.
think about it, it's funny. John Lineker and Johnny Hendricks might.
Yeah.
But,
Maybe everybody should stop being named John.
yeah, seriously.
Johnny Hendricks, if he loses this fight, he said he will retire. And
I think it's
How
wise.
old is he? You know, off the top of your head?
mid-30s maybe.
Let's
I'm not
see that.
sure.
I mean, the guy already won the welterweight championship.
Yeah.
Although, I'll be honest, I forget he's a welterweight champion.
33.
Yeah, me too. Because he was so impressive when
He's got to go for the knockout.
he technically beat GSP and made him retire. And then he beat Robbie Lawler, and then he lost his belt controversially to Robbie Lawler. And ever
Was that
since,
instant rematch?
yes.
I kind of miss the old Johnny Hendricks, man. He used
Me
to load
too,
up on that
man.
overhand right
And his
clean
wrestling,
people
his
up.
Division I wrestling, he was a 3-time national champion in wrestling. So,
He would knock.
Didn't he
people
just
the fuck
change
out.
camps?
Do you
not
know?
sure.
Can you inform us on
I
this?
think
Or
he
you
did.
ask? Because I'm not sure.
yeah, I'm
So,
not sure.
I
I'm a
think he-
big Johnny Hendricks fan, and I don't even know.
Yeah, I mean, the only significant advantage is that reach. Oh my goodness, that's over
Oh my
11.
God,
Yeah,
11-inch
Neil Magny,
reach.
he's a fucking animal, man.
He beat Heck. He has victories over Hector Lombard. Which
Yes,
is
he just did lose his last bout, which I forget against who, but that Magny guy, he's a fucking animal.
I know.
I heard Magny was losing that fight to Lombard, too.
He was. I
Yeah.
remember watching him.
He came back though.
I know.
He lost against Lawrence Larkin.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Larkin's
on the
good.
202
Larkin's
card.
Yeah,
He
Larkin's
has-
Larkin's very good.
very
Larkin's
solid
very
fighter, yeah.
Yeah, I got Hendricks winning just because
I'll give it to
experience and
Magny.
everything.
Magny, I mean, yeah, Magny has the reach.
Yeah,
That's one thing.
Of course, it's a big
But he
advantage.
does crumble under heavy
Under pressure.
strikers.
Yeah,
and-
yeah, that's true.
Which is what happened with Larkin.
But with
He
an
got to
11-inch reach, that might be.
Well, Larkin's small too.
Yeah.
He's not a big guy.
And then Hendricks, I mean, with the confidence he's had over the past few fights, maybe he's already thinking, hey, I might lose.
Seriously,
thinking about
if he's
retirement
already
before the
speaking of
fight.
retirement, he might
Yeah.
have already given up. And
Is he on a 2-fight losing streak?
I think longer, maybe. Johnny Hendricks. He
Well,
lost.
luckily we
He
can
lost
good
at
shot.
UFC 200 against Kevin Gastelum. He lost to Stephen Thompson on a fight night,
He's on a 2-fight losing streak to Kelvin and Stephen Thompson.
and he lost to Robbie Lawler.
But he did defeat Matt Brown in the
Yes.
meantime.
Oh my god,
That was a
everyone
good
beats him.
fight, though. Him and Matt Brown.
He fell off the top of the totem pole real quick. He defeated Robbie Lawler.
That was a fucking war.
And then
Both
he-
of them.
Then he lost. Then he defeated Matt Brown. Then 2 losses to Kevin Gastelum and Stephen Thompson.
And that was when Stephen Thompson knocked him out. That was the first time Johnny Hendricks ever got finished. People tend to forget that. Johnny Hendricks, he has
he
a tough
looks.
chin.
I kind of miss it because he looked a lot bigger
Yeah.
2 or 3 years ago. Probably because he's missing weight.
Mhm.
But now he's so small. At least the last time I saw him,
I mean, I love Johnny Hendricks, and
he used to be so much more buffed.
yeah,
In
he
certain areas.
beat GSP in my minds. He beat Robbie Lawler, and I think when Johnny Hendricks fought Robbie Lawler the second time,
It was
I
a
think
split
he
decision.
pulled the fight as well. And yes, it was a split decision, but I think Johnny Hendricks pulled that second fight as well. I mean, yeah, he was
should be
at the
back
time
part
he was
3.
going to be maybe the future of the welterweight division, but look what Robbie Lawler did, and now
It's
look what Tyron
fascinating.
Woodley has. You know what I mean? So
With MMA, man, your time at the top is very
Yep.
limited.
Limited.
yep,
Especially, I mean, there are fighters like GSP who stay at the top, but in this modern age, that
No one
doesn't
stays on
happen.
top
Yeah.
anymore.
Then you got Chris Weidman's. I was just.
Hey, he had a decent run.
Nah, yeah, he actually. Did
I don't
have
think
a
he'll be
decent
back,
run.
but he had a decent run.
Yeah, he's
I
never
think
coming
maybe
back.
one day he'll win the belt.
That's that long-term aspiration.
Maybe one day.
Maybe one day my celebrity
I was trying
crush
to.
will
I was
text
trying
me.
to tell you and John, another friend of ours, that once he loses that belt, he's not getting it back.
It's difficult. I mean, not for the middleweight division, but
I mean,
he might go to light heavyweight.
That's
Yeah,
the thing. The
He'd make
middleweight
that
division.
easy.
I want to see him and John Jones fight because he's always wanted to.
Why would you?
I mean, I
Just 'cause
sure
it's
the
just two big
spectacle, but
names.
he'll get his ass.
Oh, of course, I
whooped.
agree.
No
But
joke.
John Jones and Chris Weidman, that's a big fight.
Yeah, I agree. Because Chris Weidman's got a lot of fan base. Like this man ahead of us.
I mean, we did want to watch John Jones and Anderson Silva, so.
That'll never happen.
And in some
Now
type
that
of,
I think about it, I always used to say in that matchup, I think John Jones would beat the shit out of him.
Me
that's
too.
what I'm saying. In some type of way, we're getting somebody better than Anderson Silva. You know, in some type of.
Yeah.
You know, he did defeat him.
They have sparred before, and the footage has never been released.
I know, I love it, right?
Like, why?
I love how
Mysterious.
they never released it.
And I know John Jones has sparred GSP too.
Ooh.
Come on now, like,
Yeah,
come on,
but
release
John-
that footage. It's interesting.
Yeah.
They're never gonna fight, so.
Would you guys like to move on to the main card?
Yeah. Do you want to add anything before? We
No,
go?
like I said, if Johnny Hendricks, you know, you always hope these people will fight like they used to,
Yeah,
like
I mean,
Anthony
yeah, I
Pettis.
Thing is, used to is only 2 years for the guy, so it's not.
I know, but
It feels like
Anthony
forever,
Pettis,
right?
Same thing.
Yeah, it feels
Yeah.
like forever.
And Anthony Pettis is just what? He's 30.
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he just barely
Johnny.
touching 30.
He's already over the hill.
Yeah, he old man winter now. But
I don't know
no,
what's
Johnny,
next
load
for him.
up that right hand, use your wrestling to take him down. He's an easy guy to take down. His takedown defense is at 64, but he hasn't fought the quality of wrestler as Johnny Hendricks. So it'll
Now
be
off
interesting.
to the main card at 10 p.m., the big event. It starts off with Louis Smolka versus Ray Borg.
Now, I mean,
Say what?
yeah, this is the issue here.
Ray Borg is the Taz Mexican devil.
Oh,
my
my
God.
goodness.
Okay, he's winning just because of that name. I don't know anything about this guy.
I'm trying
And then we got Louis Smolka, the Last Samurai. And
Oh,
the
that's
way-
pretty cool.
And
That's
the way,
pretty cool,
no, peep how he spells the last. Well, peep how he spells the. It's not THE, it's DA. Duh. Last Samurai.
He didn't want to get copyright strike.
These guys are ranked the 12th and 13th fighters. In the
It's an
division.
upcoming. It's,
upcoming fighters. They only
Lewis
have
is
two
coming
losses.
off a loss.
Yeah.
Lewis is coming off a loss. Ray Borg, let me check if he's coming off a loss. Maybe he's rising. Yeah, they're both coming off losses. So
And
they have-
Lewis has a 5-inch reach. I'm gonna go with him.
I got the Last Samurai because he got a cool nickname.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, Lewis also defeated Ben Nigan. Do you know him?
No.
You've probably seen the video of that guy with a lot of tattoos trying to antagonize.
Oh,
And he's like,
yes.
this, and then the guy beats the
Oh
shit out of
my
him.
God,
That's
yes.
Ben.
I
Nigan.
love that video.
Yeah, that guy's Ben Nigan. He's pretty good. It's but he had a victory
Yeah,
over him.
yeah,
So
that's
I mean,
impressive.
from what I saw from Ben Nigan, he looks like a beast.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
I mean, Louis Smolka, he looks odd. I mean, his face is droopy. But
Yeah, he got a.
What's
his head is bigger than
We're
his-
judging a lot of people today.
Oh,
That's part of this podcast. We judge the females.
Has Mexican double.
But when you bring in 125ers, man, they bring good fights.
Oh, of
They
course.
do. They fight at such a high pace.
Yeah, they
and
got wicked
speed.
fast hands. All
Yeah.
of them do, in my opinion.
So I think it's gonna be a fun fight. I'm looking forward to see who rises up in this division where there's no one to challenge.
Yeah.
Mighty Mouse.
All right, now off to the next fight. We got Dong Hoin Kim versus. How do you?
Don Hunky. I don't know.
Hin Kim?
I'm trying my
Oh,
best.
fuck
Yeah,
no.
it's not
Don
it's
Hin-
not Du Hoi Choi for sure.
Dong.
Dong
I know.
Hoin Kim
I don't think they're related.
versus Tarek Safidinin.
Oh man.
Safidine.
Tough, right?
Safidine.
No, I think Kim is coming off a loss to Cody Garbrandt at 202, I believe.
No. This guy's
Oh, that's not him?
welterweight. This
Oh,
guy,
yeah. I'm
He's
tripping.
actually on 2-fight win streak.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know much about Tarek.
He did fight
Fuck
Tyron
these
Woodley.
people's names,
Did he?
bro.
He did fight Tyron Woodley and he lost.
Okay.
And this was in 2014. So interesting little stat about him. And then
And
I don't know anything about
Tarek.
How do you
He's
pronounce
coming
his
off a
last
loss
name?
of a Rick story.
Safidine.
Oh, that Rick story. Yeah, I've
He
seen
beat
that.
Jake Ellenberger
Yeah. It's okay. It's pretty good name.
Yeah.
and he lost to Rory, of course. So what do you guys think about this fight? If you got any thoughts about this fight?
I don't know.
This is the funny shit.
winning?
Is the people who are listening are probably like, these guys don't know shit.
Literally listen to any of our other prediction podcasts.
Yeah.
No, seriously. And I also spent like a long time analyzing the further ones coming up. So it's just unfortunate that
I
some of these
honestly-
names I haven't had the time to research, but I am looking forward to see what this fight brings. I mean, Dong Hung Kim. He's got a good record. There's no doubt.
Yeah,
And
I'm
he's
gonna
had-
go with him.
He had the
Yeah,
experience.
I'll go with him.
And he has the reach, significant reach.
Yeah.
With
Yeah, I was
6
gonna
inches
mention
there,
that.
too.
I just don't want like the people listening to us like these guys aren't true MMA fans. You know what I mean? So I mean, even though this card, it's
Do you guys know these people? Is the
Yeah,
question.
that's the real question. Is this? It's because this card going into the preparing for the fights and everything. I mean, Kane and Wardum was on the fight. The card was really looking good, and then that card got taken down, and then it's just honestly the last 3 fights are just the only good fights on the card. So
Yeah,
this happens in UFC. The cards get canceled.
injuries, man. Injuries.
Fighters
weight.
pull out. So we know our shit. Just this card is not looking good right now.
You know what? Let's prove we know our shit.
Well,
Let's
I
get-
see. This is the thing. I've learned that it's not all looks here, and I think this fight could be good. I mean, this guy has experience in the high levels of the sport. He even faced off against Damian Maia, Carlos Condit, Nate. He has victory over Nate Diaz.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That's right. So honestly, I definitely pick him as the favorite here. Even Paulo Thiago, who was a star, who was decent back in the day. I don't know about anymore. He's not the UFC. I mean, this guy's got a decent record. He's coming off 2-fight win streak, so I pick him most certainly.
I agree.
Ooh, as a yawn.
We can move
gonna say?
on. Yeah.
Let's prove we know our shit and let's go to this next fight. TJ Dillashaw, the #1 contender in this division, versus
Yeah.
John Lineker,
This-
Hands of Stone.
I'm excited.
This is
Now,
where
is
it's
it
gonna
just
go
me
good.
or is Hands of Stone the generic nickname they gave me in like the UFC old
Wasn't
games?
that a movie?
Oh yeah, it's a movie.
Yeah, it is a
Alright.
movie. I just watched it last night.
Really?
Yeah, good
How was it?
movie.
Yeah.
Really good movie.
You like the choice of Usher?
Uh,
Was he all right?
he did good in the movie, but I think they could have used someone different, in my opinion.
Actor, maybe?
Yeah, I feel like they could have touched on better things throughout the movie. I don't know. Yeah, it was a really good movie though. Roberto Duran, but one of the best boxers of all time.
Yeah, I like the actor they chose.
I mean, the guy
Yeah.
quit.
He looks solid.
Yeah,
No,
no,
Yeah,
no
I mean,
loss.
Dave,
Yeah.
did you ever watch the documentary?
I heard that
Yeah.
wasn't in the movie.
I have, yeah.
Yeah, it was so anticlimactic.
Mhm.
He's like, so why did you quit? He said, man, I just had stomach pains.
And
He
then-
said, I gotta shit myself.
And then other documentaries, he always admits like I've never said that, but like fucking pick a story. Like did you say it or not? You know what I mean?
And it's actually a popular term now because
Oh, yeah.
Vasily Nomenchenko,
Yeah.
the guy Nick Walters, quit. And the announcers the whole time was like, oh, he's saying no mas, no mas.
Oh damn.
So it became a term. It's part of the sport. So I mean, I guess check out Hands of Stone when you have the time. It's not the same as John Lineker. I mean,
Yeah.
As we got off topic, but we are into movies too. Hopefully,
Yeah,
we get a movie podcast going in 2017. Huh, Lou?
hopefully like tonight or something.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm down for whatever.
Okay.
But now let's talk about this fight. What you guys think?
TJ Dillashaw.
I love it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
This
a great
fight's
fight.
this
Great
fight's
match.
interesting.
Number
because-
1 versus number 2 is what you would like to
TJ
see, right?
just took out the number 2
Yeah.
when Rafael Sunsao now.
Oh, he was number 2.
Yeah, and this is, I mean, I don't think TJ probably is getting a little it's a little fucked up what's going on. But if he beats John Lineker, I see the next fight is whoever wins the one above that.
Yeah.
You know? But this fight's fun. What do you think? This
I-
fight's very fun.
This fight's going to be really competitive because TJ, obviously, he wants the belt back, as you mentioned. If TJ wins this fight, they can't make a different fight. Who's TJ going to face besides Dominic Cruz or Cody
You want to know the
Garbrandt?
dumb shit? They're going to be like, hey, you want to fight John Dotson?
Yeah,
again?
or-
The fuck? John Dotson's coming off a
Or
loss.
someone else,
No.
or Carl Lamas or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know, it's tough to argue what TJ's done for this division because he beat Renan Barao twice, who's arguably
Whooped him.
pound
Bad.
for pound
Bad.
back in the day. And he's proven himself as a fighter. I only think he has 3 losses in his career. He arguably beat Dominic Cruz, which is really
It's true. It's
really
true.
good
It's
fight.
very true.
Maybe potential fight of the year. TJ Dillashaw, I want him to beat John Lineker, of course, because I want to see that Dominic Cruz 2 fight, or if Cody pulls it off, which I don't think he will, which we'll get into a little bit later.
Yeah.
But even if Cody Garbrandt beats Dominic Cruz, that'll be Team Alpha Male against anti-Team Alpha Male because TJ left Uriah Faber and Chad Mendes and all those boys. So that'd be an interesting fight. I see TJ pulling it out and getting the victory.
This fight's good. The first battle is the scale. I mean, and if there's one
TJ
thing we
cuts
know
a
is
lot of
TJ.
weight.
Well, TJ said that shit is easy because he did worse in wrestling.
Yeah.
He had an interview with Luke Thomas and he said that shit's easy. I can make 125. Now on that subject, real quick, I think he smoked Demetrius Johnson. I really do. Absolutely.
I don't think so.
I really do. I mean, especially if TJ has competed against Dom and they're size-wise, it's not that far off. And one thing I know is Demetrius Johnson doesn't do well against guys with size, and TJ easily.
I would love to see
That
Dom.
last
that
guy
shit
gave
is
him a little
quick.
problem.
I would love to
Easy.
see Dom and Demetrius Johnson again. Just cause.
I don't even think he wants to fight Dom again.
But to talk about this fight in particular, man, I mean, TJ's got a fight in his hands. This fight it's a fight that can be almost a showcase of what TJ Dillasaw's true skills is.
Yeah.
And I think he's in the top 5, top 10 of best MMA strikers right now. And it's funny because he started off as a wrestler. But along with the work at Team Alpha Male and also with Dwayne Bang Ludwig, he's a savage. The angles he chooses, that fight versus Renan Barão, it's insane what he does in the pocket. He's mixing up, he's bumping left and right while he's striking. He's constantly evading. One of his strong suits is his head movement in the pocket, and most certainly that's gonna be interesting to see when it comes to someone with John Lineker who throws volume.
Fucking bombs, yeah.
He throws bombs and volume, and also to add on to that, he beat the guy that beat him. So,
Yeah.
and I mean, I thought John Dodson did win, but arguable because Lineker pushed that pace, and it was amazing pace. I can't believe it. I was telling Lou, my brother, the whole time as I was watching, I was like, how is he keeping his pace up? Because John Dodson could run. He could keep
Was
the
that a
pace up.
5-round fight?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was a 5-round fight, and the whole time he was throwing bombs. But he does struggle against more coordinated strikers who pick their punches and evade. But he also shows that he keeps that aggression going the whole time.
And this division,
And it's a
too,
3-round fight.
Yeah, and this division too is just so fucking competitive. I mean, I really hope TJ just pulls it off because if John Lineker wins, then you want to see him and Dominic Cruz? No, because Dominic Cruz is just gonna dust him.
But I mean, I most certainly could see Hands of Stone laying a paw and hurting him.
Oh,
because
me too.
we've seen it with John Dodson.
Yeah.
We've seen him get rocked with John Dodson. I think it was a premature stoppage, but he was rocked, and the ref lifted him up, and he was moving to the left. Right? He was moving laterally rather than forward, so he was he was rocked.
Yeah.
But I mean, him and his coach, they're Renaissance men, in this sport right now. They are the what Dominic Cruz and him. They're noticed as the neo footwork fighters, the way they move.
Yeah, of course.
And I mean, people like to compare them to be similar, and I see the similarities, but they're a lot different.
What's the name of his gym? Dom Cruz is fighting out of?
Alliance. East.
Yeah, Alliance. That's what I thought.
And TJ fights out at Dwayne Bang.
Yeah.
Bang,
In
Bang,
Colorado.
Bang Muay Thai. Which sometimes I'm like, bro, I just want to fucking go out there because I would love to train with these people. I look at the training they do, and it's funny because TJ says, listen, because most fighters have to run. They have to run to cut weight and also get the cardio.
Yep.
But he's like, when I'm with Dwayne, there's no road work, which is known for running, because the way they're so aggressive with their striking, it's beautiful. To really like, and I don't mean to get all artistic here, but when it is an art, it's mixed martial arts.
Yeah.
And right now, the language and the overall performance he's my boy. He's number 2 behind Dom.
Yeah.
And
it broke my
I could
heart.
talk. I should have wrote. You'll notice I wrote about 1,000 words on the matchup coming up, but but I should have done it for TJ as well, because it just the footwork he does, his ability to bump in and out, his ability to stay in the pocket, use the jab, duck, come through it, and then throw the high kick. He's a mastermind.
And his
with
wrestling to back it up is fucking A1 as well.
Yes, yeah. I mean, he's never been taken down until Dominic Cruz.
Yeah, that's true.
So
And
even when
Cruz-
Dominic took him up, he popped right up.
Yeah,
he popped.
yeah, they're just so quick on the feet and on the ground even. So it broke my heart when TJ lost that belt against Dominic Cruz. It really did.
I was hyped. But I'd like to say that is arguably the best fight card of the
Oh,
year
yeah,
as well.
yeah.
Just a little snippet that's going to be in the list of honorable mentions. There's no doubt.
Yeah. I
You're
agree
right?
with you there.
It's like he fell asleep.
No, I'm paying attention to what
Oh,
they're
okay.
speaking about because as a casual fan who's trying to
get
be
into it
at,
more.
He's
trying
growing.
to be,
He's growing.
trying to
No
be as
doubt.
heavy as you guys. I mean, I've been watching the fight nights, and obviously I watch every card, but I try to really zone into what you guys are saying to learn off of you guys.
I
So, yeah.
recommend anybody who's interested in growing. This sport is always evolving. If you want your striking to get better, watch TJ Dillashaw. I mean, the guy is a wizard. He's constantly switching. Yeah, He's constantly switching positions. He's switching stances, bumping when the opponent is striking forward. He's on the left already, hitting him on that side. The angles are ridiculous.
And if you don't want to get hit, just watch Dominic Cruz against Uriah Faber.
Seriously, man.
Or his other previous fights. Dominic Cruz is honestly, he gets compared to like Muhammad Ali, and he hates that comparison. But if you really think about it, this dude can't be touched. Like his movement is so crisp, so smooth. The angles he creates, and just the way he counters on fighters, and even to TJ Dillashaw, he just did a phenomenal job. He can't. Cody's not going to touch him. It's really not.
Oh well, do you want
Unless
to get
you're
right
an
into the
ACL.
next
We can
fight?
get into that.
All right. Well,
Well, what do you see? You haven't even given
Yeah.
me a prediction on this fight.
About TJ?
Yeah.
you got Dillashaw winning.
TJ Dillashaw, yeah, definitely winning.
Yeah, I think I got TJ winning. Just hearing you guys talk.
Well, like I said, the victory.
it sounds
for-
like it might be fight of the night though. Sounds
Well,
like
it has the
sounds
potential, but-
exciting.
But
Potential.
TJ is a technical fighter, so
Yes.
some people, even if we go to Buffalo Wild Wings, they're probably like, "What is this? Why isn't he engaging?" Because
Yeah.
John Lineker is going to be pressing, and the fans are probably going to be they'll not have the ability to understand it. But the best way for TJ to win,
Just be patient.
simply use the jab, focus on bumping left and right, use your footwork. I mean, he's going to do this. This is his
that's
habit.
that's what he did with Renan Barao.
Yeah.
It took him five rounds to knock out Renan Barao.
But the difference
knockout?
is like.
Yeah.
The difference with Renan Barao is that Renan Barao is very complacent when he stands, and I know Lineker's moving forward.
Yeah.
And it's going to be interesting to see how TJ responds to someone who's very aggressive moving forward. If he can gain the respect of Lineker and begin to press forward as well, then I definitely see him winning an easy decision. But if Lineker presses the pace and
It'll be
throws these
interesting.
wild hooks, one of them might land, and it might be John Dotson all over again.
Yeah.
All right. Well, now off to the next fight. We got who I think this is definitely the fight that Christian is most excited for.
Yeah. I'm interested in it too.
We got
Very high level.
Cody Garbrandt, Cody No Love. What do you call him, Chris?
Cody No Dick.
We'll find out about that
No
later.
brains.
Challenging Dominic the Dominator Cruz, the
Decisionator.
5-page essay that Christian got done on this man. Let's talk
you
about
can
it.
talk about
I think it's
you wanna
only
talk
right if
about it.
Christian starts this or
Yeah.
Chris starts it
And then
off.
I'll just add to what he's saying. That's
Well, I'm sure it isn't hard to guess, but as Christian said, this
Here goes
Dominic
the
Cruz,
college professor.
in my personal opinion, he really has the capability to be remembered decades from now. And I'm not joking when I say
Yeah.
this. His unorthodox foot movement and defensive ability is similar to the likes of Muhammad Ali. Actually, if you compare their movement, you notice that they both float on their
yes.
feet.
Even Floyd Mayweather, he gets compared to it sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Floyd's Philly shells.
Yeah.
One of his own, he made that shit.
Yeah.
He made that shit popping. But unlike Ali, Cruz isn't as textbook with his striking.
Yeah, of
But
course.
as the
Two different
conventional-minded
sports.
belief, as TJ, one time said, he criticized Dominic's striking for the lack of technical proficiency. But I believe that specific criticism is entirely accurate. Contrary to boxing. Sorry, I'm reading off the script. I'm going script.
No, that's
But contrary to boxing, planting your feet in MMA can lead to a variety of negative situations. For example, in order to defend leg kicks, you must check by elevating your legs up to block with your shin. That becomes more difficult if you plant your feet. For example, Nate Diaz. We all know because he is such a heavy boxer stance. He's always getting that leg torn up, and we've seen it versus Dos Anjos and
Conor
McGregor.
even Benson Henderson back in the day too.
Another example would be some old MMA logic. I don't know if it's still prevalent today, but it was once said, in order to counter a wrestler versus a striker, the striker must practice takedown defense.
Yes. Yeah.
Now, that is true in some respect, but it isn't the counter. I really don't believe that's the counter. That's just the striker learning wrestling. The counter involves being light on your feet and continually mobile. We've seen this with fighters like Stephen Thompson, who've made it into the higher echelon of the division against wrestlers by controlling the distance as well as their movement in the octagon. Another reason Dominic's style is successful and necessary in MMA is because, most certainly, because of that ability to avoid takedowns if necessary. Because I know when he starts winning a feet, his opponents generally try and take him down, but it's very hard when he's constantly moving to shoot. Now, one might try and counter by implying that TJ has been able to mimic Dominic's style while striking with technicality. But for those that say TJ's style is similar to Dom's, it's erroneous. It's wrong. And not entirely, but for the most part. Because Dominic's elusiveness hasn't been replicated in MMA, period.
No.
Not at all. I mean,
it never will be.
Nobody can tell me somebody who moves like him. There's nobody. TJ's the closest to it, but TJ has his own style.
Yeah. Every fighter has their own style and movement and striking. Every aspect in MMA, it's completely different.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, his light foot movement allows him to create these weird angles where strikes are unseen before they land. His last fight was one of his finest performances in the octagon. I mean, he truly showed the gap between him and Dominic Cruz since landing that overhand left on Uriah in the second round was a result of the movement because he's moving in such... He baits his opponents by leaning his shoulder, and the next thing you know, the left hand comes and rocks you. Mm-hmm. Now, like I said, he uses his reach deceptively by leaning forward as if to duck, but instead releases a strike behind it. Now I'm going to talk about the actual fight at hand. That was just Dominic Cruz. Now, I read one post that Cody Garbrandt said, and it was he's the savage will dethrone the king.
Yeah, yeah.
And I enjoyed the logic behind that because you have to go savage against Dominic in order to even hit him.
Yep.
But to speak about Cody Garbrandt has convinced the UFC matchmaker, Sean Selby, along with us and many others, by using his vicious striking and his fierce attitude as well as a little bit of trash talk to bring this fight to life. Recently coming off a victory over number 11 Takeya Mazukaki, Cody who was ranked 8 at the time, has conveniently jumped to 5 for this type
and
of fight.
he beat Thomas Almeida before that, which was currently undefeated. That surprised the fuck out of me.
He had like a Habib record of like 21-0.
Mm-hmm.
Although we've rarely seen him in the octagon for an extended period of time, he has only went to decision once out of his 10 fights, knocking out anyone in front of him 90% of the time. Cody is only 25, and he's one of the most exciting prospects in the business currently.
Course.
This matchup is intriguing mainly because of the ambiguity of Cody. He's never been taken down, nor has anyone attempted to take him down. He's only went past the first round 3 times, and only to the third twice. My analysis will be based on all the collective research of him alongside his experience with Team Alpha Male. Cody Garbrandt has had experience in junior boxing with an amateur record of 32-1. And has won a state championship in 2007 from Ohio wrestling.
Yeah, he received amazing D1 wrestler out of Ohio State.
Well, did he go to Ohio State? Cause
I think so.
That was his high school from what I researched, and then what I learned is he received interest from multiple Division I schools.
Oh, okay.
And he's also fluent in Spanish and Chinese.
Wow, that's
listed in his tailored tape.
Fluent in Spanish and Chinese, just in case he has to say "I quit" multiple times. But despite his deceiving record, Cody has had a myriad of experience outside the UFC octagon. I'd only critique that he hasn't had enough high-level competition.
No, he hasn't fought anyone in the top 5, and Dominic Cruz is the fucking champion.
Yeah, this matchup will be contending on defeat, most likely, the majority of the time. Although that might change. I will go into that in just a moment. But now let's start with the breakdown of each fighter, starting with Cody. Now, Cody's Garbrandt's game plan's simple, man. Take the fucking head off of Dominic Cruz. Now, statistically speaking, his game plan will involve quite a lot of power because he knocks out anybody usually, or 90% of the time that person's going to bed. Now, the imposing question is if he will be able to connect against the fighter with some of the greatest defense fighting has ever seen.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard or not. He said in an interview, I think maybe a few days ago or a few weeks ago, that when TJ Dillashaw was part of Team Alpha Male, that he used to knock down TJ Dillashaw like nothing. And I don't believe that because TJ Dillashaw, he disagreed against it, but hey, you never know because he's not part of the team anymore, and he could just be flatlining what Cody's saying. But you never know, man. He got some knockout power, but TJ Dillashaw, I don't know, and that's just sparring.
I know.
So
yeah, but I do believe the likely answer is yes, but that he will hit Dom. But the question is how frequent will this occur? And hypothetically speaking, Cody's very, very fast. I mean, He's extremely aggressive and favors the right hand, generally opening up with the 3 left and following across. He enjoys fighting in the pocket, similar to boxers, and countering within. That's his strongest suit, from what I've learned. His accuracy inside the pocket is immaculate. It's great. He's patient during exchanges, which is hard to do because you got to imagine you're in the trenches, and you're patient as a fighter swinging, and he clips people at the right moment.
He did that against Thomas Almeida because Thomas Almeida, he's a fucking superior boxer as well. And Cody was real patient in that fight as well, and he obviously clipped him toward the end of the first round because he finished him in the first round. And when I was watching that fight, I was watching John, and I was like, Thomas Almeida, he's gonna knock this kid out, blah blah blah. And John, I didn't know that John knew of Cody Garbrandt, and he was like, nah, my boy Cody's knocking this kid out, and just hit him with 1-2 left jab and hit it fucking right over the top and just knocked Thomas Almeida down, and he fucking ground and pound, and then he won. I was just like, wow, who is this kid, Because that was the first time he was in, that was the main event? Yeah, he headlined a card, a fight night, but still. And he impressed a lot of people that night. He beat fucking Thomas Almeida. That's the only loss he's had in his career. So,
but I have a list of things he needs to do in order to beat Cruz.
Yeah.
This is my in-depth analysis. I like to give what the person should be doing. And first thing is patience. Because you must be open to the idea that you will miss. You most certainly will. No matter what you think you're going to miss against Dominic Cruz. And
that's against anyone.
Most certainly Dominic, though. Because the likelihood of you hitting him is probably 1 to 5. Every punch 5 punches, you'll hit him once. And, second thing would be allow Dominic to enter the pocket and look to counter off his strikes. Because Dominic, although he's known as an elusive fighter, he does attack. There's no doubt.
Oh, of course.
He maintains a distance. He spreads when he needs to, but he comes in when he attacks. And during those exchanges, where I think the real question would be if Cody could land, because he's very clean and fast off of that. Yeah. And my last one for Cody would be the bull rush when necessary. We've seen successful attempts at bull rushing with fighters like Demetrius Johnson and TJ. Although it must be intelligent bull rushing. It can't just be simply you swinging like Wanderlei Silva.
Yeah, because if he does that, though, to add on to your point, if he just fucking comes to Dominic Cruz and he's just throwing haymakers, Dominic Cruz is just going to look for the double leg or the single leg and just fucking work him on the ground, basically. And I know you said Cody's never been taken down, but he's fighting Dominic Cruz, the number 3 pound-for-pound fighter in the world. One of the most impressive bantamweight champions ever. Even though he's been out of the game for a while, it's still fucking Dominic Cruz. Come on now. But anyway, you could.
But as he's bull rushing, he needs to end strikes with head kicks.
Yeah,
because
we've
noticed that success with TJ.
Yes,
Dwayne Bang picked up on it because Dominic likes to sway dramatically, and that shit works in boxing.
Oh, of course,
it does, because there's not a head kick that could come from the side and hit you there as well. So I would suggest that while during those exchanges he throws head kicks to finish them off. But the problem with him currently is that he doesn't throw many. Cody favors the left body kick and also the leg kick. But if he mixes it up with some head kicks, that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
And also aim for the chest, because when you aim for the head, there's a narrow gap. There's a higher cost of missing. But if you aim for the chest, if you don't hit him, at least you hit him in that fucking throat. At least you hit him in the chest. At least you make him feel your power, regardless of whether you actually do hit him in the face. And I do believe Cody is a dangerous opponent.
Oh, yeah.
One of the most dangerous in the division. I think if you name like Brian Carey, he'd clean him up quick.
Oh, of course.
Quick work. Jimmy Rivera, though, I don't know, but
I don't know about that.
Yeah, but it's still
I like Jimmy.
I fucks with Jimmy Rivera because he's Puerto Rican too, and it hurts. Yeah. I mean,
that adds on to
I usually I think it's something we were born with to always abide by. Whenever it was a Puerto Rican fighter, our parents would be for that person regardless. So
Goto's still number 1 size. What are you talking about?
What the fuck are you talking about? Yeah. But I think if he wisely uses his speed and counters Dominic in the pocket, this can be an interesting fight.
Now, I'll add something before you we move on here. Do you think Cody is the perfect opponent for Dominic Cruz? Do you think Dominic Cruz has never faced an opponent like Cody Garbrandt?
Is he could he be a weakness?
Yeah.
Kryptonite.
Is Cody Garbrandt the toughest opponent for Dominic Cruz he's ever had? I want to ask you if.
Yeah,
your
are you
input on that.
asking me overall size? Or you skill wise?
Skill wise?
Skill wise,
Because Dominic Cruz
Johnson, skill wise, is his counter, but
Okay.
it's
Is
probably
it a contrasting fighter?
Well, yeah, I'm contrasting most certainly because you got the most elusive versus the most aggressive.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
but the person with the best skill set to beat Dominic is DJ. But the problem with DJ is he's fucking tiny. You know.
Yeah.
So that's why DJ could never beat him. But someone with that skill set, and I think Cody's near it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the same technicality as DJ, but and the variety of strikes when DJ mixes up head kicks with elbows, with knees, the way he fluidly transitions between them is different than Cody. Cody's favors the hook, like I said, the left, and then come with the right. Now to jump onto the Dominic Cruz, I'm almost done here. Now,
5 pages. Let me just.
No, yeah, I mean, Dominic Cruz is the most elusive fighter in the game, and Dominic's most logical game plan is the same as every.
Mm-hmm.
Make his opponent miss, counter, use the jab, make them wrestle when necessary. His record is 22-1, where his only defeat has been dissolved by defeating the man twice after, you know.
And that's when he was young too. He lost by guillotine choke, which was Uriah's go-to move on the ground. He was 21 years old when he lost to Uriah. So
Now, an interesting fact is now he was awarded the 2016 Analyst of the Year
yes, he was.
by World MMA Awards. And arguably,
He knows a shit ton about
and
MMA.
you know,
Yeah.
arguably, and I know we're not going to talk about Fight of the Year yet, but come on. You can't argue it. Coming off the surgery,
Yeah.
winning the title. He was coming off a long layoff even after when he
Yeah.
fought TJ.
I
That's
think he was
a
off
huge
for
ass
what,
win.
maybe a year or two as well.
Seriously, if he beats Cody, I might say he's, besides Conor, is like the Fighter of the Year. I don't know why Michael Bisping got it by Rolling Stones. But
Oh yeah,
that was weird.
he's impressing me.
But yeah, again with his long injuries he came back and won against TJ in January.
Beat Uriah again.
Mm-hmm. Now he faces the first of Team Alpha Male's new generation. I feel like this is an everlasting
Yeah,
rivalry.
The next generation.
Uriah's never gonna stop until Dominic Cruz loses his belt or he just loses again. Period.
Now Dominic's key to victories, I have 5 of them, is 1, use the jab. Cody is often susceptible to straight punches, and the jab in particular will be important in order to keep the distance and avoid bull rushing. The right leg kick, left high kick. He does that combination a lot where he'll kick the right, throw up his switch kick left. Often that's a combination Dominic uses, and I believe it would be useful against Cody. Now, keeping the distance, again, avoid pocket fighting. Pocket fighting is Cody's strong suit, because especially boxers, they enjoy fighting in the pocket. Use the distance. Number 4, take Cody's left hook, right cross away from him. The left is Cody's setup to the big right hand. Pull that away, and then you result to Cody being a one punch.
Yeah.
And with one punches, that becomes easy to pick him apart and also dodge his biggest punch. So if you take the left hook away, it avoids him setting up the right hand.
Yeah, because Dom could fight for everywhere. He could, like you said, like he uses jabber, his kicks. He could hit the guy with 3-piece combo, one straight, and then a leg kick, and then he'll be out of there. Like that's the perfect way to fight Cody Garbrandt, and that's the perfect fight for Dominic Cruz. If he hits the guy with even 1 or 2 punches or certain combinations throughout the fight, and he moves and he doesn't get hit, Dominic Cruz is gonna fool this guy.
I know. And my last one, which is gonna happen. This is why I said the majority of it will take place on the feet. But out
I
wrestle
hope
him.
so. Yeah.
Out wrestle him, make him work, tire him out. As Cody presses forward, you use wrestling to stifle his offense. His takedown timing is some of the best, similarly to Frankie Edgar. Frankie Edgar is very good. It's called MMA wrestling, but it's more of just timing when it comes to that. And use it whenever he closes the distance. So my question is, can Savage dethrone the King?
Yeah.
What do you think? After all that,
Yeah, after his 6-page little script.
I just want to let you guys know that's a college graduate talk. I just want to say that. And I also want to say, in the beginning, we looked like we didn't know our shit. If that didn't prove anything, if that didn't prove, whatever.
Listen, all I need to do is my homework. I didn't look up Louis Smoker or fucking the Taz Mexican Devil. I'm sorry, these people don't entice me.
He even ended it with a cliffhanger.
I know. I want to write a book one day, so fuck it. I'll start now.
Yeah, I agree with Christian. If you don't think we know our shit, that just completely proved you wrong.
Jesse, you got to top that. What are you doing?
I mean,
When Connor fights again,
when Connor fights, I'll
well, I can write a Bible about Connor.
Yeah.
Too, so it doesn't
we
matter.
got a Bible under the mic.
Yeah, we literally do.
Yeah,
That's how we prop up.
Every time Jesus isn't with us, like Jesus, the other co-host, we insert the Bible just so he's here in spirit.
But
of course,
we're proving to our listeners here that we know our stuff. If you don't think so, you're just a fucking hater. Like, pointing out there. But I'm gonna be real.
we got haters.
over the past few weeks here, I've been really analyzing the way Dominic Cruz fights. And you didn't mention, but Cody Garbrandt, he has a 65-inch reach. You got fucking T-Rex arms. You're not going to touch Dominic Cruz. I'm sorry, but I know a few months ago I said, oh, I think Cody Garbrandt's going to knock him out, blah, 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 because he's really been impressing me as a fighter. Yeah, but now I'm analyzing this guy's fights and the way he talks and the way his just skill is completely better than Cody Garbrandt. I just feel like Dominic Cruz is going to easily beat him by decision. Because, no offense, Dominic Cruz isn't the best finisher on the ground or striking. But I don't know. I think Dominic Cruz is just going to fool this guy. And Cody Garbrandt's going to be the idiot in the end.
Count him out. A lot of people really count Cody out, and I don't.
Because I don't either.
I honestly, the beauty of one punch or power is it could happen at the 5th round. It could happen in the 2nd.
13 seconds.
Yeah, really, all it takes is a second to change the fight. Mm-hmm. But
anything could happen. I feel like in the UFC, it's unlike boxing. I feel like there's more of a chance of anything really could happen.
Oh, of course.
Because even when Joanna, off topic real quick, even when Joanna was having her last fight, there was one moment I think in the 4th round where I was scared for her.
Yeah, she almost got dropped. Yeah.
I was like, wow, she's really about to lose the championship. Like I was the whole I was on the edge of my seat, but I feel like anything could happen.
Yeah, and I don't,
MMA.
especially as a Dominic Cruz fan, I don't count Cody out. This guy's he's got the power of belief, and he believes fate's on his side.
Yeah.
So if you believe that, maybe you're a little delusional, maybe you're not.
Michael Bisping, you sound like.
I'm interested in
Believe, conceive, achieve. That's Luke Rocco.
I'm interested in the press conference because they completely badmouth each other, so that's going to be interesting.
If they, I mean, when's that?
The press conference
is
Wednesday
Yeah.
because the fight's Friday.
But guess
weigh-in.
fucking what? Ronda Rousey and Amanda Nunes won't be there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrible.
Stupid
Yeah.
shit.
We could get into that.
Stupid.
We will, and it's gonna be our very next topic.
So what do you think? It's an easy decision for Dom?
Oh yeah, definitely. He's gonna.
He's
fool.
gonna knock
I
out
want
Cody
it to
Garbrandt.
be easy, but I don't
He's
think it
gonna
will.
fool.
I think Dominic Cruz is gonna win, but I think I just want to go with a crazy prediction and say Cody.
No, because you can't say that. You saying I think both fighters will win, right?
No. I'm saying like when I do predictions, I'm saying Cody Garbrandt.
Yeah, but don't brag about it later because
Yeah.
you just said right now that you think Dominic's gonna win. So don't brag if Cody does win. They'll be like, I told you.
I kind of want him to win, to be honest.
It'd
Why?
be interesting.
Just to change the game up.
Yeah.
Just-
I know.
Just to show how.
and I really want to see Christian's
Cody wins,
reaction
TJ is definitely
since I'm
next
gonna
in
be with
line.
him.
Oh,
If
yeah.
he wins. If Cody wins, TJ's definitely next in line.
Oh hell yeah! And then
I've
TJ's gonna
I've
get it
only
back.
seen Dominic Cruz rocked once.
Oh man, for real?
Yeah, Uriah,
When was this?
the second fight.
Oh.
Yeah, that was a hell.
I don't
Crazy
know.
close fight.
Something weird is telling me Cody. I don't
I'm
know
telling
what
you,
it
and
is.
I had dreams of Cody putting that motherfucker to sleep.
Yeah, something weird
Hitting
is
him
telling
in
me.
his chest to wake him up like an
So, like,
AD.
I'm literally predicting Cody.
Honestly,
Dominic Cruz is gonna knock
it's
him
a
out.
tough
He's
fight.
He's
I mean-
gonna get a finish.
yeah, I definitely.
I
You
got-
think so?
I
don't
got
know.
Dominic Cruz by decision.
Well, I told you my whole fucking analysis.
Yeah.
About how he
Yeah.
wants
Okay.
to knock him out.
But, yeah.
He might be going for it.
But that's
Right.
the problem. If you go for it, you might get knocked down. The process.
Yourself, yep. It's
He
MMA.
showed some power last fight. Was that last fight?
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get to the next fight now. The main event, who will not be at the press conference.
Yeah.
Who's she fighting?
Ronda Rousey challenging, first
What
of
do
all.
you think
How
about
weird
that?
did that sound?
Rousey, I mean, they're fucking promoting it every other minute on TV.
No. What the fuck? I think about it. Conor McGregor gets kicked out of UFC 200 because
Oh
he doesn't
my
want to go to one
goodness.
fucking press
Thank you.
conference. Get the fuck out of here.
Even Nick Diaz
Get the
back
fuck
in
out
the
of
day.
here. And then they rank her number 1. Like, bitch,
Are
don't
you
rise. You're number
serious?
3 because there's 2 champions that came after you.
Yeah.
Well, Misha Tate dropped.
She's not
She's
even in the
fucking
league
retired
anymore.
now.
I know, but even she still ranks above Ronda because she beat the champion who beat her. You know, it's just,
Yeah, the fucking this division, man, it's so weird because I mean, I'm a big fan to Ronda. I'm obviously glad she's back. I want her to win.
This is our
But
last
Amanda
fight.
Nunes is getting fucking slept on. She fucking put Miesha Tate away in less than 3 minutes at UFC
was a brutal
200.
beating.
Who the hell thought Amanda Nunes was gonna beat Miesha Tate after the way
big.
she beat Holly Holm? Amanda Nunes is a brown belt in judo, a black belt in Brazilian jiu-jitsu, and a black belt in fucking karate. She's
boy.
been
She's been training for a long time.
since she's 7 years old.
Oh,
And I know a little bit about Amanda Nunes, but the girl she's Ronda, the girl that she's fighting, she's no fucking joke. And I said that to you when she fought fucking Holly Holm and Briscoe. This girl Holly Holm, man, she's undefeated. She's a fucking boxer. She's a kickboxer. Don't be surprised if she beats Ronda. And what happened? She got Holly Holm knocked out and had the biggest upset of probably in UFC history in beating Ronda Rousey. And don't be surprised if Amanda Nunes knocks out Ronda Rousey in the first round. Honestly, that's really going to be my prediction. Because
My prediction is Amanda Nunes.
if Ronda Rousey,
If it gets out of the first round,
if
it might
Ronda
be
Rousey
interesting.
gets out of the first round, because obviously a lot of people are saying, oh, Ronda hasn't been in the UFC in over a year, blah blah blah, and just think about it. Ronda Rousey, most of her finishes are in the first round by armbar or knockout or whatever, but if Ronda Rousey gets past the first round against Amanda Nunes, I think Ronda will win. But if Ronda doesn't get past the first round, Amanda's gonna just fucking destroy her. That's my analysis right there. My prediction.
Now, Amanda Nunes, how good is she on defending takedowns?
Off the top of my head, I'm not
Actually,
sure.
well, it says here 75%, but I was trying to see if you really witnessed anything, because
She stuffed fucking Miesha Tate when she fought.
No, I'm not questioning. I'm not questioning him, as I just didn't know too much of Amanda Nunes before the Tate fight.
Well, she's a brown belt in judo, like I said, and she's fucking amazing in jiu-jitsu, black belt. So
But I think that's Ronda's tool to victory. I
Yeah.
think
Yeah,
judo,
because I don't think she
has
has
to
any
use-
chance of standing with her. That's what I'm saying.
No.
I don't think Ronda
Oh,
got any
God.
chance. Ronda has no chance of standing with this girl. But do you think she's gonna prove a point like she tried doing with all the other fighters?
I fucking hope not.
I've never hated. I never flip flop with this, but Ronda Rousey's what's her fucking entitled attitude
Yeah.
right now? Jeez,
I guarantee she doesn't even. She'll do her whole attitude from her previous fights. She won't even touch gloves. Like, she's gonna have that fucking attitude where she doesn't.
I
wanna
bet you in the weigh-in she
shake her
might not even
hand.
show up. I would
Yeah.
like the commercial weigh-ins.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be
think
surprised.
I want Ronda to win, obviously, because she's arguably still the face of the UFC. Because you know how long she's been out, and Conor being the huge star now. But I want Ronda Rousey to win, but she lost to Holly Holm, huge upset, and people are underestimating Amanda Nunes. She has fucking knockout power, and she's amazing on the ground. If Ronda tries to prove a point against Amanda Nunes, she's gonna be fucking sleeping on the floor. Mark my words.
I hope so. I really hope so.
That ended a career.
I mean,
And if she does lose,
I mean,
she better fucking.
Ronda's
fire.
one of the reasons I got back into UFC itself.
Yeah.
Cause just watching them 13-second clips. That's Connor, but watching these
That's
little
Connor.
clips on Twitter that people were paying for full cards, and I was getting it for free in 30 seconds on Twitter, and I was just like, oh wow, she did it again. Wow, she did it again. And I was already a UFC fan before that, so like I wanted to watch her fight in action, and then I seen it live, and I was like, wow, she's actually. It's not just Twitter hyping somebody up. Like, it's really
She's
something
actually
big.
fucking proving everybody like she could be one of the best of all
I
time.
think I remember watching. I think it was Beth Correa. I remember watching that. I remember watching that.
fucking flattened her.
Remember watching that fight live, and I was streaming it. I'm sorry, whoever catches people streaming. I don't know them people's names, but I was streaming it. The stream was clear the whole way through, and then the main event comes on. And as soon as the bell rings,
Fucking crashed,
the,
right?
the stream got lagged for 1 second. And, like, it was just gone for 30 seconds. And, like, my dad was bugging out. And I was like, no, Dad, it'll come back right soon. I just refreshed the page. And all you hear is, again, Ronda. In 30s, and I was like, what the fuck, Dad? We missed the whole thing. And we were tight, and we had to watch the replay. Like, literally, that was the only thing that messed up in the stream, and it messed up for 20 seconds, and I missed the knockout. Like, that's Ronda Rousey. That's what she used to be in.
Yeah, I'm glad you just said that. Do you think that's the Ronda we're not going to see anymore now that she's been gone for a year? Or do you think she'll get back to knocking people out or ripping people's arms off?
I don't know if I'm rooting for Ronda or not, to be honest.
I am, but...
Because parts of me wants to root for Ronda because I was heartbroken when she lost to Holly
Me
Holm.
too.
I was happy.
I was really heartbroken. Briscoe, our man John, his name is Briscoe to us, but he was rooting for Holly Holm just because he wanted Ronda to be dethroned, and I'm more of a person that likes to see. I like to witness. I would like to witness greatness. I like to witness history. So I was rooting for Ronda to go undefeated her whole career and be the most dominant woman of all time in the rank amongst males and whatnot. And to see her lose, I was heartbroken. And I was like, wow, and I was a big fan of her. But now her attitude is just, granted, it's almost like the same attitude she always had, but now it's really coming into light.
It's worse, because where the fuck has she been for the past year?
You think she'll be more sympathetic?
No media. Who the fuck?
Yeah. You think she'll be more sympathetic to the sport? And man, I'm trying to give back, and I'm trying to really she's really just acting. I can't stand her attitude right now.
Well, she's so upset too because so many people hate on her once she lost, and I'm sorry, but that's a fight in herself. That's a fight in herself.
She did.
That is a fight in itself because her overall spirit is diminished.
At one point, she wanted to kill herself. That's how depressed this woman was.
One fucking loss, man. I swear, Clay Guida, these other people who lose all the time. They have a lot in them for not killing themselves. One fucking loss.
Like Conor lost to Nate, one of the biggest upsets of the year. He fucking proved that he was a real fighter by saying, hey, I'll face it like a champion, and I'll come back again. Why can't Ronda do that? You know what I mean? That's what I'm disappointed in her as. And I'm a huge Ronda Rousey fan, but...
I also didn't think in that fight her mind was on fighting. It was on movies and Fast 8, 10 and 12 and 29. I don't know. Maybe she's too busy reading her script for Fast 12 to even pay attention to the press conference. But
boy, she ain't getting no scripts.
Yeah, I don't know how the movie gigs going for her right now.
A lot of her things got canceled. Or in hiatus. That's the word I'm looking for.
Because of her acting ability.
Yeah, they can't have her as the lead.
The only thing she's good at is fighting, and honestly, I could see her fighting for 5 more years, but she said she only has a couple more fights left. She's not going to fucking fight Cyborg. She might fight
Cyborg.
No one's going to fight Cyborg.
She might fight Holly Holm again, which I hope to maybe get her avenged loss again, but she's fighting at the 145 now for the belt, so who fucking knows?
She's got a big fight to focus on right now.
And we're focusing more on this fight, Chris. Real quick, what's your opinions on it? The main event to you is DC, I assume, right?
That's the main event. After, preferably, Ronda, I want to take her spoiled ass out, but I'll judge it unbiased, impartial. Just Ronda's strong suit is simply, I think she outclassed many people when it comes to submissions, and generally the way she takes people down are by judo throws, so she's not as familiar with wrestling and shooting in singles, doubles. And I think that's her key to victory because the judo throw is very hard. You have to get inside. Not only that, but Amanda Nunes is training to avoid the judo throws.
Of course. And she's a brown belt in judo as well. Fucking impressive.
But the way, I'll give Ronda credit because the way she manipulates people and the way the submission she got over Kat Zingano was impressive.
Oh, God.
That wasn't even I don't even know what they call it. It was like a hyperextension of it was an armbar, but it's not your average one.
Yeah.
The way she torqued back the arm while placing her foot on her neck, it was in a reverse position too. It was impressive.
She's one of the greatest.
She did it in 14 seconds. She'll always be known as one of the greatest women fighters, period. But
well, she's probably known as the greatest women fighter.
Yeah,
to be honest.
yeah.
Do you think even if she gets whooped?
Yeah, I think she'll still be known as the greatest women fighter because of what she did.
Yeah.
UFC wouldn't have women's if it wasn't for her.
Yeah, even Dana has said that if it wasn't for Ronda Rousey, because he, for a long time, he said, I will never allow women into this sport. And that was a big reason why he let women into the sport. Ronda Rousey, Miesha Tate, all these girls. And look at the women now. You have 115-pound champion, Joanna Jędrzejczyk, and then they have an inaugural belt coming up, 145, Holly Holm and fucking the other girl.
I remember making a question.
Expanding.
I remember trying to make a question for you guys, and at first it was who done more for UFC, Ronda or Conor. And you guys both clearly said Conor, but in a weird way, you could say Ronda just because she brought women to UFC, and that's now going to be 3 classes of UFC. That's she brung something actually new. You know what I mean? So she done a lot. She's a pioneer of the sport. I don't know if I want her to win.
She has pedestrian ass stand up. She looks like a fucking bum. on her feet. Like in that Beth Correa fight, she was just swinging. She loves the 1-2. She throws the right hand. She babysits it like a street fight. So,
and Beth Correa is not a fucking impressive fighter. I don't even think she deserved that title shot. It was just to prove a point.
Yeah, I mean, Ronda's beaten some, like Miesha Tate is a
Kat
good win.
Zingano was impressive.
Kat Zingano's a good win, you know. But other than that, I mean, the list isn't that crazy. Liz Carmouche, Liz Carmouche, who's
Alexis Davis. I
we
remember
made fun of on one of these podcasts.
Who did Liz Carmouche beat though?
She beat my girl. I don't even know who that is.
I remember Ronda beat what's her name, Alexis Davis. She fucking hit her with a knee, threw her, and then she fucking just hit her with like 8 shots, and then
I don't know. Maybe
even called it.
Ronda is still the girl that not many people went past the first round with her.
Yeah, Miesha Tate. That's it, and Holly Holm.
I will give her credit. She's never been in a decision. Never.
So let's see what this fight truly has in store. I'm predicting Amanda Nunes, but I won't. I don't think I'll be sad if Ronda wins. Maybe
Amanda, I really hope. I mean, it's a personal preference, but Amanda's strong suits. Her movement. She moves well. She strikes well. Obviously, she's Brazilian. Now, I mean, they always fight well.
And while he's saying Brazilian, that might be teasing because we do want to do a little Olympic thing going.
Her
I'm glad you brought that up.
70% KO TKO ratio in her fights, and I mean, obviously, I feel Ronda's strong suit. Bring it to the ground because you
So
clearly
she should have done against Holly. She'd still be the fucking champion of the world.
Although she did attempt it, but she got out muscled because Holly's a strong girl.
Oh, of
girl.
course.
And that's the same
That's why
issue she's
moving up
going
to
to run
45.
into with Amanda.
Yeah.
So that's why I think she needs to diversify the way she tries to take people down.
I don't know. One last thing here. I'll say, then we could wrap this up here. If Ronda loses this fight, she's still going to be one of the greatest women fighters ever because just what she did to the sport, how she brought in women into the sport, like Christian here said.
If she fucking retires after 14 fights, say what? No, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I really don't.
I really think, like I said,
What if she won and retire?
Why?
How old is she?
She's 29 years old. Like
I don't know. Maybe just to prove, with her ego, just to prove, I'm gonna retire.
She'll be fucking forgotten, in my opinion, in 10
I
years.
think she
if
should
we're at
fight-
14 fights.
if
She's 29 years old.
Yeah. She has at least 5 more years, in my opinion. The only thing she's good at is fucking fighting. Fight Holly Holm again. Test yourself and fucking fight Cyborg if you have the balls to. I'm sorry.
Well, Cyborg is gonna be fighting USADA for a while.
Yeah, her fucking ass. Can't even fucking make
Blow
weight.
her up.
But
I knew Cyborg was too freaky.
yeah, she
It was
fucking
weird
walks
that she
around.
was turning on those title shots.
She walks around at fucking 175 pounds. I wouldn't fucking want to fight her. And I'm fucking 220 pounds solid.
Solid. I don't know about solid.
Damn.
Maybe in a round way.
But back to Ronda. I want Ronda to win. Just to, I don't know. Be happy. That she's just back in the sport and she got a win. She got her belt back and she'll be happy. But I'm not sleeping on Amanda Nunes.
You like
Oh yeah.
Well, we're talking about liking. What about MMA wives? Any love for these girls?
Well, Brendan Schaub said he dated her.
Yeah.
She said she was very emotional.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Wonder what Travis Brown's fucking doing.
I know.
Wanted to
Maybe
kill
that's
herself.
why
and
he's a
everything.
loser.
And I think almost
of them.
above 50% is mental.
Yeah.
And
If her mind's not right for this fight, she'll fucking lose it before she walks in the octagon. I'm not
really
sleeping
will.
on Amanda Nunes. If Ronda gets past the first round, she'll win. But I'm not, like, Ronda, like, who knows what she's going to do on the ground. But Amanda Nunes, if she fucking hits Ronda multiple times like she did to Miesha Tate, Ronda's going to sleep.
I think Ronda would crumble because she's used to being the assertive force, the dominant one. And when one time she's has to deal with elusive movement, different angles like Holly Holm, she crumbles.
And like you said, Ronda's boxing isn't...
It's pedestrian. You find any other motherfucker and they might outbox her by mistake.
Mickey
Like, look, like Miesha Tate, in my opinion, has better boxing than Ronda. Even though...
Well, Miesha Tate's... Oh, yeah. Miesha Tate looks pedestrian as well.
Yeah.
She just... She throws straight punches and puts her head down.
Yeah.
She's a punching
You
bag.
find that shit on World Star.
I think she's a better puncher than Ronda, though, in my opinion. Yeah. So, I want Ronda to win, but I'm not sleeping on Amanda at all.
Yep. I think this is gonna end this podcast. UFC 207 really took up the whole thing. Where
Anthony
way
Pettis
past
didn't
an
break
hour,
his
but
hand. Just saying.
Oh, he didn't?
What a bitch.
What a fucking pussy.
Nope, he didn't break his
What a
hand. It was
liar.
just a little swelling. Just put.
Oh, what a punk.
Don't fucking come back.
Yeah, don't come
Seriously.
back.
Seriously, I
You've
just
been one of
wanted
my
to say
fucking favorites, and you fucking lie about breaking your hand? Wow.
Damn. Wow.
I mean, you touched upon the USADA thing
He's another.
with Cyborg.
Yeah, you guys want to discuss that real quick?
Before we
We're
sign?
already at 113, but if you guys
Wow,
want to
damn.
Oh,
Your
fuck.
essay
Yeah.
took like 20
The
minutes.
essay, Christian
Jesus.
Christian said he missed college and wanted to do another presentation. Right?
I didn't realize that. Whoops.
It's alright.
That's
It's alright.
cool, though.
It's predictions. That was to show you we know our shit.
No, but honestly, this card might end up being like UFC 206 in its quality.
And surprise
Yeah.
us.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
hope so.
honestly, because these are class names. Like,
Yes.
they're not fantastic fighters, but all of these fighters, Mike Powell, fucking Dominican Nightmare,
Johnny Hendricks. Neil
Johnny
Magny.
Hendricks,
We'll
Dun
go
Hun Kim,
to 120.
Okay.
Dun Hun Kim, and Tariq. I don't want to say Tariq, but it looks like
Yeah.
Tariq.
Tarek?
Tarek.
Like
Probably
you,
Tarek.
like you said, like
Oliveira is on the beginning.
Yeah, he's on the
prelims.
fucking fight pass.
And he was on the main event card because
Yeah.
Charles Oliveira?
Yeah.
Alex.
No, Alex.
Alex the Cowboy. But he replaced someone. Who did
Didn't he
replace?
just go overweight? No, it wasn't him, right?
Yeah, he went over
Yeah,
weight
he
and
went
beat the shit out of Will. But what did he missed weight? I mean, he missed someone. Cowboy was supposed to fight someone. Who was it? Oh, no, who was it? During that card, do you recall? And then Alex Oliveira stepped in.
Oh my goodness, I don't remember.
Okay.
Was that 155? Of course. No, we could.
I really thought somebody might have the fucking title.
I'm trying to remember.
Um,
It was at 155 because 170
Yeah.
just moved up in August. Fuck, who was it?
Was it 155? Because he did
Yeah,
fight
it was.
Oliveira at
Yeah,
170.
he
I
cut.
thought.
Yeah, he cut weight. The fucking.
let me see if I can look it up. What you got?
Why we act fucking stupid again?
Nah.
No, we're doing good though.
I honestly,
I'm really trying
you guys see anything on this card that might make it to our end of the year card? I mean, end of the year podcast. I'm sorry.
Well, Cody Garbrandt and Dominic Cruz.
He was a short note replacement against Gilbert Burns.
Oh,
Who?
who the?
Is this what you
Who
guys
the
talk
fuck
about?
made that up? What?
This is on March
Tell me
21st,
Donald Cerrone
2015.
was gonna fight.
2015.
This is 2015.
No, they fought in 2016.
Okay. So
Last year.
Let's say, who the fuck is Donald fighting? Gilbert Burns. No, it was actually a decent fight. I don't remember who got to step out.
I'm really trying to remember right
I'm gonna
now.
look it up too.
Let's see.
Who was it?
We need both computers out for this
Yeah,
one.
I
Do you want to
fucking
know
forgot
his
mine.
latest fights? So are you trying to?
No, we're
figure out-
trying to-
Well, just a correction. He did fight Alex Oliveira at 170.
Oh,
He
okay.
did.
Okay, I
And
thought it
he
was at
beat up Patrick
155.
Cote and
Yeah.
so on.
He fought Donald Cerrone on February 21st, 2016, filling in for Tim Means.
Oh,
No,
yes.
yeah.
So
this is
and
the-
Tim
this
Means
is
is
the-
on that card too. And
Yeah,
they're
that's who he's
each other.
fighting.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So this is who he was supposed to fight.
I'm telling you,
Wow, it all
it's a
came
good
back
matchup.
around, full
It's
circle.
a really good matchup. These guys
So-
stylistically meet
This
well.
this fight is almost a year in the making.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good matchup. I enjoy most of these fighters here. I think it has the potential to have overall good quality UFC 206 type.
Do you see anything being anything having the chance of making it to our end of the year podcast?
Well, Cody Garbrandt, Dominic Cruz for fight of the year, possibly.
And maybe Dominic Cruz being fighter based off of this. That's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
can see
And
Rousey.
TJ Dillashaw versus John Lineker.
Yeah.
that shit is awesome.
Hopefully
too.
that could be like a Cub Swanson Choi type fight. Just
Ronda-
because I want to see a fucking brawl.
Because I want to see
all over
another
again.
Choi fight.
Yeah.
This-
Ronda and
real.
Nunes. That can be like Misha and Ronda. I don't remember what was it. Was it 2 or 3?
I think it was 2 when she went to the past the third.
Yeah, when they went to the
Past
run, that was a good fight too.
Oh, yeah.
So I think that has the potential to be it. I think what is the most boring card? I mean, boring fight. Probably what? Brandon Thatch. No.
Well, if we talk about Nico no face price,
Smoke.
blank face.
No reach.
With no reads, no
No
legs,
fucking-
no arms.
doesn't
Well, I mean,
Fucking
hopefully,
legs.
hopefully we end the year off at a good note.
I think we will. I really do. Dominic is for one, he's a fun fighter to watch. He makes this shit look pretty, and he's always moving. He's in perpetual movement. And then TJ Dillashaw is always looking for the finish. So I mean, and
And
then
hopefully Ronda could go back home and not want to like
kill herself
retire
because
or
if she
some
loses,
shit. Hopefully she goes home happy.
Let's hope everybody ends off 2016 on a good note. Let's hope we end off 2016 on a good note and enter 2017 on a good one. So, I mean, this podcast, you guys got any expectations for it in 2017? Any goals?
Just to make our podcast more fun, and I don't know. We're gonna obviously talk about the fight of the year, knockout of the year next podcast.
Yeah, that's fun.
That'll start off the new year.
I'm looking forward to that.
And then obviously watching more cards. The UFC 209 card is looking promising. There were rumors that Conor is going to fight Khabib in Russia at UFC 213.
Couldn't go one thing without mentioning Conor.
Yeah.
Oh, we mentioned it multiple times already.
I think we mention him at least every podcast.
Yeah, we have to.
Yeah, we have to. But
who's cuter, Amanda Nunes or
Ronda Rousey?
Yeah, I know. Ronda Rousey.
I hope she goes to the fucking weigh-in because she has a pretty nice body after she cuts all the weight.
Yeah.
But just letting you guys know, we are on iTunes now, so you could check us out on there.
Yeah.
If you have the podcast app, every iPhone has the podcast app, so if you could just type in our profile name, All the Above Entertainment, you'll find us there. If you're listening on iTunes, welcome. Check out all our episodes.
Welcome, fam.
Welcome.
Good to have you. You guys are a part of us. I'd like to state we do this game, red corner, blue corner. If you have any questions, man, any questions in order to entice us to debate, please send them our way. Send them our way.
Feel free to check those out too. That happened episode 7, and we will be dropping more of those that we have stored. It's a really fun series.
And remember
you
to
guys are gonna like
subscribe
those
on YouTube, even iTunes now, and just listen
everywhere.
to
Find them everywhere: SoundCloud, iTunes, and YouTube, all under the same name. We got 2 podcasts, Triangle Podcast and First Strike. You can find us. You listen to anyone. It doesn't matter. Just show us
We're
love.
gonna keep growing too. More.
And if you're a true MMA fan, just listen to what we have to say. If you're a real MMA junkie and you love MMA, and here's some predictions, some results, anything.
Thoughts, fun.
Yeah.
The red corner, blue corner is really a great segment. You
Fun
guys
debates.
like those?
It just shows what real support we have toward our podcast and helps us grow. And we're gonna bring what we want for our listeners to have. Fuck.
Oh, no.
Well, we do have more ideas on the fringe. We have a bunch just written down.
I lost my thoughts.
I have a bunch written down in our
Get a
phones
brain
and whatnot.
freeze.
And I do plan on making more podcasts. Do plan on having a WWE podcast. Do plan on having a movie podcast. Do plan on having a music podcast. So really just
We're gonna
be
be
in
really
tune.
busy next
Keep
year.
up. Keep up.
Last thing, if you are a true MMA junkie and you know Nico Price, I commend you. I really do. I mean,
Maybe send us a picture. Send us your best Nico Price picture. And actually send it to UFC because they need it more than us.
yeah, seriously.
Maybe he could get his reach with
no reach.
Yo, we're gonna have to track this down for the UFC come Friday. So I think we gotta write this down. But with that being said, you guys have a great New Year's. Hope you had a great Christmas. Happy holidays. That whole spiel. We're out.
Peace.